Canada's Unseen Immigration Crisis 2025, Big Impacts on All Immigrants. Welcome back to Travel Tree, your go-to source for crucial immigration and travel insights. Today, we dive into a pressing issue that could significantly impact your aspirations for permanent residency in Canada. With 2025 just around the corner, new information has emerged regarding Canada's immigration strategies, information that the mainstream media seems all too willing to overlook. Recent information has surfaced, revealing a critical issue facing Canada in 2025, yet our mainstream media seems largely silent on the matter. The spotlight is on the country's immigration strategy. Picture this: 16 packed 747 jetliners arriving in Canada daily, each carrying 416 passengers, all with one-way tickets. If there's a day off, it amounts to one jet landing every 45 minutes, all bringing newcomers who have no return journey planned. As we explore the multifaceted impact of this immigration surge, we will examine the financial incentives provided to new arrivals, the burgeoning housing crisis, and the current state of the job market. With more than 1.5 million Canadians unemployed, it begs the question: can our economy handle this influx of new residents? Surprisingly, the government champions a narrative of continuous growth, highlighting a 2.2% increase in the last quarter. However, this optimistic rhetoric starkly contrasts with individuals' lived experiences and the grim statistics at hand. An astounding 817,000 new residents have settled in Canada since January 2025, averaging about 200,000 newcomers each month. This rapid increase represents not merely a demographic change but a significant societal shift, one that many Canadians never voted for. A recent survey indicated that nearly half of Canadians now favor mass deportations, while 65% express concern about the overwhelming number of immigrants contributing to the rising cost of housing and creating challenges in the job market. Before we delve deeper into the details, we want to remind you to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you'll stay informed on the latest developments concerning Canada's immigration policies, practical travel tips, and vital visa updates. Your journey toward a better future in Canada should never be hindered by a lack of information. Financial assistance for new arrivals. What's even more surprising is the federal government's financial support for these newcomers, which includes covering travel costs and initial settlement expenses. New arrivals are greeted with a remarkable deal: a 0% interest loan of up to $40,000. It's hard to fathom how anyone in Canada could receive a loan without interest, yet this is precisely the case for these immigrants. They arrive in search of a better life, but instead find themselves entrapped by debt in a country facing significant challenges. The housing shortage. A critical question arises: where are these new residents going to live? Canada is currently grappling with a severe housing crisis. The government's responses have included providing inadequate housing solutions such as plywood shelters and manufactured homes. Alarmingly, some seniors are being placed in shipping containers. An example of this troubling trend is a construction site accommodating 55 seniors in such makeshift arrangements. The reality is that Canada has run out of sufficient housing, the current systems are overwhelmed. Economic concerns. The employment landscape is equally dire, with 1.5 million Canadians seeking work. Despite this troubling reality, government officials continue to assert that things are under control, citing a slight 2.2% growth in the last quarter. They portray Canada as a thriving nation, investing in its workforce and industries, boasting a high credit rating among G7 countries. Yet, this rosy picture stands in stark contrast to the actual troubling figures. The unchecked immigration surge. Since the start of the year, Canada has seen an influx of 817,000 new residents, averaging 200,000 individuals each month. This situation is not just an immigration issue, it's a monumental shift that was never sanctioned by the public vote. A report from December 2024 indicated that nearly half of Canadians supported mass deportations, while 65% were concerned about the high number of immigrants adding to housing and job market pressures. Given the current environment, these concerns have intensified. Analyzing the statistics. From January to April of 2025, Canada issued permanent residency to 132,100 individuals and finalized nearly 500,000 work permits, including extensions. This results in an annual projection of 2.4 million newcomers. To put this in perspective, the population of Toronto is approximately 2.8 million, with Calgary at 1.6 million and Edmonton at 1.5 million. This massive population influx occurs during a time when the economy is facing serious turmoil. The role of the media. In light of these significant developments, one must ask, what are major media outlets prioritizing? Are they reporting on this immigration crisis? The answer is a resounding no. There appears to be a lack of urgency or coverage, with a focus instead on unrelated news, including Donald Trump's recent tariff threats. Implications of economic developments. Recent headlines reveal that Trump is contemplating increasing tariffs on steel and aluminum, which presents economic challenges for Canada. Officials are asserting their commitment to safeguarding Canadian workers while navigating negotiations. However, the potential for these tariffs to drive significant job losses looms. The Canadian Labour Congress warns that up to 100,000 jobs could be jeopardized. Strain on the workforce. Given these economic pressures, one must question the wisdom of admitting 500,000 foreign workers at this juncture. This influx is contributing to a decline in living standards and wages for Canadians. Despite government claims of economic growth, GDP per capita has stagnated for a decade. This indicates that many Canadians are becoming poorer. A call for change. What is urgently needed now is a well-thought-out strategy. Conservative MP Jamal Javani has launched a petition aimed at abolishing the Temporary Foreign Workers Program, which he asserts has harmed the job market. With youth unemployment soaring to 14%, it's evident that young Canadians are finding it increasingly challenging to secure their first employment opportunities. Final thoughts. As this discussion wraps up, the message remains clear: we cannot maintain the current pace of immigration without facing serious repercussions. Our systems are under tremendous strain, and we must recognize that further increases in population cannot occur without substantial consequences to our society. I urge you to support the petition aimed at terminating the Temporary Foreign Workers Program. We must take decisive action to secure the future of our economy and the welfare of all Canadians. This pressing matter requires our immediate attention. I am committed to providing ongoing updates on this critical issue. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Travel Tree, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an important update. We're here to keep you informed, supported, and confident in your Canadian journey. Your comments let the people know your thoughts. You are requested to share your ideas to help the Canadians to improve their lifestyle in Canada. Thanks for staying with us, and until next time, take care, stay updated.